Alright, sorry about that. I figured that'd also be good for, like, when I go to upload this later, it'd be easier to, you know, break it up into 2 videos. So damn. This character's a fucking problem. So it seems like what Akuma's probably going to want to do, because, alright, let's piece this together, right? Her fireball game's really, really good. Conversely, her buttons are really bad on block, all of her poking buttons. So, in general, it seems like what she's probably going to want to do in the matchup, she's going to want to stay just outside of the range of, like, Akuma's crouching medium kick and try to control the space with the fireball games, right? And what she can do from there is that, you know, if Akuma ever sticks out like a sweep or something like that, because I guarantee if you can whiff punish crouching medium kick, whiff punishing the sweep's going to be is a breeze. So it's like that. So if that's the case, what Akuma's probably going to want to do to win this matchup is he's going to need to get in, and he's going to need to find a way to pin her down, and basically just don't let her breathe, because it seems like she's not going to be able to stick out buttons like this, you know, from this range right here. So I think that's the range that we're going to have to, you know, for Akuma, that's going to be the range we're going to have to exploit to win. Because it seems like her crouching light kick, I don't know how fast that thing is. Let's try this. Let's try turbo. Okay. I think that might be 3 frames. Or no, maybe 4. No, counter hit. I'm hitting him out of it, so unless so yeah, let me see if the app, it might be 3 frames. If it is, it's gonna be fucking annoying too. So 3, according to this, is 4, so that might just be, I might have been off on the timing. So 4 frame crouching short. Seems like decent range. But the main thing is that if all of her buttons are negative or sweepable on block, or like you can at least get some kind of punish on them, if she ever if she gets to this range, she might not have that many great options to deal with it. Oh, I forgot to check the standing light kick. Can she cancel that? No. So that might just be a button to like annoy people with. So typically it seems like you want to get into about this range where, like, yeah, you can get hit, you know, she can tag you with these buttons, but if she does that and you block them, you can actually punish her for that. And so it seems like that's going to be the range you want to be at with Akuma if you're not, like, at full screen. And at this range, like, I think you're going to want to probably use your air fireballs more than, like, your actual ground fireballs, because I think ground fireballs are just going to get you killed. The other thing I need to check is to see what her Rekka is on block, or at least, like, how easy it is to punish. Okay, so in this case I need to go back to the other way around, because I don't think this is going to be a matchup I'll be able to solve like in one day, because this seems like it's a difficult enough matchup. Like, oh fuck, I got turbo on. Okay. You said when I tested this, I know I guarantee that they're all at least -3. because I'm just going to double check. Okay, I'm not going to double... See, that wasn't even... Yeah, that's -3. That's -3. That's also probably -3 because I think I tested that earlier. Okay. And it seems like the hitbox, like, they're not going to be like phase rekkas necessarily. At least, like, I don't see them being phase rekkas just yet. It seems like it pushes her a little bit further forward, or like just doesn't have the same like spacing control. Yeah. So all of them, even after 1 rekka, is -3. So that means I guarantee if she does 2 or 3 rekkas, you're going to be able to get a full punish on that. But the thing is now, how far away can you actually get that punish on her? So let's try this. That seems like you should be able to. Yeah. Okay, so that range is completely punishable, even after 1. Huh. Okay, so there's a safe range. So yeah, again, she doesn't want to be too close because otherwise you can actually get a punish on the rekkas. Because if it's at least -3, this becomes a punish option. So now I got to think about. See, how far away can she space those? Actually, here, the thing I need to test, I want to see if I know they're at least -3 each, right? So they're all at least punishable and block if they're blocked too close, right? But I want to see how punishable. So, okay, not -5, -4. So the punish is really tight, but you can do it. So that's medium rekkas. Let's try the heavy rekkas. And I'm feeling these are going to be even more punishable based off the way it moves. Okay, so at least -4. -4. Okay, so it seems like the light rekkas, or like the heavy medium rekkas are all at least -4, and the light ones at least -3. And the light one's -4 too. So you can basically get probably crouching medium punch, like some kind of punish. Let's try this. Actually, because she's a skinny character, you might be able to do this. Actually, I need to get the spacing right, though. Okay, we'll try that. You might be able to get that. Yeah, okay. So even after 1 rekka, you can get a decent punish for the light ones. Like, it seems like the spacing is going to be really, really strict on that. Of course, the punish ain't going to be easy, but that's at least something you know you could, like, practice. So doesn't seem like she's going to be able to do, like, the Fei Long thing, where, you know, you space it perfectly. Because actually, the hitboxes on those things aren't that great. Okay, let's try this. It's more the EX Rekkas, I think, that's like have the best hitbox. Actually, let me try standing up. Wow, if you stand up, you just like your hitbox like shrinks enough that you can actually. So you crouch block it from that range. She can hit you with it, but if you stand block it, it can whiff like even from like that sort of range. Although the question is, what kind of punish can you get besides just sweep? Because I think that's the main punish right there. So that's something like if she tries to do like the Rekka spacing, if you stand block it, it seems like it's easier to get it to whiff. So that might be something to take note of, is to stand block the Rekkas. Because that means you can get a whiff punish on her or something. Let's see, how fast can she do? Yeah, although she can probably do shenanigans like that. Yeah, so if you react quickly to the first Rekka, you can probably do something about it. Also, if you just block the whole chain, you know, it becomes punishable pretty bad. So I don't think she's gonna be like doing a Fei Long kind of thing, where like, you know, she's gonna like space you out with the Rekkas. At least like not without some really, really tight spacing. So I don't think that's gonna be something you're gonna have to worry about at least for a while. I mean, I never say never in that situation, but the other thing to check. Let's see, does any of her buttons actually cross up? Okay, jump light kick. Although it seems like the spacing on that's like really tight. Or actually, no, I think it's got no active frame, so you gotta hit that button like right on time. Okay. So I think that tells me you don't have to really worry about her jumping in like to do like all sorts of cross-up shenanigans that much. At least doesn't seem like she can do much. So just jump light kick is about it. Yeah, I could kind of see that. But it's like, it's one of those things, I don't know, it seems like his jump light kick's probably going to be the most ambiguous. Although, I could still see, like, jump roundhouse being, like, yeah, I could definitely see that being the, if nothing else, it'd be a good fake-out button, like, even if it doesn't crosses up. Okay, so let's take a look next. So, as far as like a strategy goes, geez, I have no idea like what to do just yet, because I think this character is actually matches up pretty well against Akuma with that fireball game alone. So I have to see what she can do when she's on defense. Okay. Yeah, it seems like jump short tends to be the easiest one though. So that might be the one you see the most, at least like at outside of like specific setups. Okay, so now the thing I need to test now. I just said now twice. Yeah, I don't think she's probably gonna have a good way to punish the teleport. Like at least I don't see like any moves of hers that are really high mobility. Probably the best thing is Ultra 1. Like, if she gets a really, really good read, you know, she throws out early. But, I don't know. I don't see her punishing the teleport. But then again, you may not... Like, this matchup may not come down to punishing the teleport. Because it may actually just come down to, you know... can Akuma actually get in and, you know... blow her up, you know, basically. So here, this is one thing I want to check. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Okay, crouching mean punch at least works. Yeah, he's fireball. But I mean, it's like, that's not enough to get Akuma to stop teleporting unless like he's near stun or like, you know, low on health. Like, I'm not going to stop teleporting for fucking EX Fireball if I got, you know, if I can get away and get the position reset instead of in a bad situation. So, it seems like that can whiff. But the one thing I want to check is, like, if I do, say, this many, right? Does that put Akuma at a range where maybe Poison's low short will whiff? It does. Yeah, but why would you use, like, the thing is, like, well, yeah, you might use Ultra 2 just for, like, the damage option, but, like, as far as teleport, you know, stopping her from punishing teleport, I don't see U2 being that useful. More so for the fact that the, what's it called? Well, you might be able to use Ultra 1. Like, it's one of those things, like, you have to do it early, though. Like, you basically have to be calling out Akuma on the teleport. Like, you're saying, well in advance, it's like, I know you're going to fucking do this, and I'm going to, you know, throw out this Ultra to punish you. That's probably the situation where you might have, you know, might be able to do that. That's actually even something here. Let's test it. Oh fuck! I got the wrong. That's why. I had to use double ultra, so that way I don't have to like constantly switch. I keep forgetting I can do that in training mode now. It's just like years of practice. Okay, so let's try this. God damn it. Well, let's see if that was just because I think I forgot to set the dummy to block, so let's double check. But see, it's not necessarily an issue of being way slower. It's but let's just double check, you know, because that's something it's important to know. That's going to be late. Yeah. So, actually I can see a situation where you might be able to punch the teleport with that. Is like this. So say if like Akuma is somewhat close to the corner. Yeah. See, where he has a situation where you can't cover as much distance as you normally do. So you can punish the teleport from specific situations, but it's not a consistent punish. At least like that. So yeah, I think like EX Fireball is probably going to be her main method. But that's not enough to stop Akuma from teleporting. Like, I'll take that 100 damage to get out of a bad situation, you know. Like, I even wonder if you could, like... Yeah, I don't think she's going to be able to do that. Like, she's going to have to be hella psychic to do something like that. Here, let me just do this. Like, it's kind of an annoying thing, but like at the, yeah, you might be able to do that. But that's like, you gotta be hella psychic to do that. Yeah, Jump EX Reckless seems to work, so... So, she can sort of punish it, but again, you've got to jump. Like, for this situation, you've got to jump early. Really early. So I don't see that being a consistent punish. So, it's one of the... That, she's also got to guess the right direction, so... I don't really see Poison punishing the teleport. Not in this matchup, at least. So it's all situational. But then again, she may not have to, because like this seems like to be see, I think if you actually stay at this range right here with Akuma, that might be the range where I think you can like with like sweet punish like all of her buttons, right? Or like get some kind of punish. And if that's the case, hey, let me flip characters real quick. That might be the optimal range to stay at, because in this case we want to abuse the fact that her buttons are so negative.
The stage of battle is set. It's the battle of the century. Fight!
Let's try this. Alright, just gonna have her block, throw out a button, and block. So what this is gonna do is I'm gonna do the string I just showed you. Okay, can't really punish that. Oh. So I think you got to be within about low short range actually to be able to punish that. Yeah, so she may actually have ways. So I think this is probably going to be what you're doing mostly against her. It's stuff like get in, try to frame trap her. Yeah. So you're just going to have to play an in-close game. I don't know if you can actually abuse the fact that this button is negative enough. Yeah, so I don't know if you can actually even get like anything meaningful off that. So it's pretty much going to be a counter hitting game. Or you just got to get in, and then just don't let up. Hopefully we can do that in a real match. So yeah, I think this matchup's actually trouble. I don't think it's going to be an easy matchup to solve. Not like Hugo, like where Hugo, I think like I pretty well figured out what to do within a pretty short time period. So I'm actually gonna, because I'm just like running out of time, I'm gonna go somewhere here in a little bit. I'm gonna summarize what I know about this matchup so far, and I think I'm gonna have to revisit this at some point because I haven't solved the matchup. I haven't figured out exactly what I need to do in this just yet. So it feels like Poison is going to be wanting to play her fireball game, and we get in closer. Instead of actively poking, what she's going to want to be doing is she's going to want to be counter poking more, right? Because her buns are negative enough that she has to worry about getting punished on block. Between that and like the fact that her EX Rekkas can basically whiff punish things, so like you basically like crouching short EX Rekka will like yeah, this is gonna go up on YouTube. Crouching short into EX Rekka can like whiff punish crouching forward from like basically the tip range. So it seems like she's actually got really good answers for Akuma's buns. And as far as the fireball game goes, I think she's actually got a little bit of an advantage there, or at least like you have to play really smart in the fireball game. The least good thing is she's got a super easy. There's a super easy safe jump against her, but if she's running Ultra 2 in any regard, you cannot safe jump her because her DP is 4 frames, and the safe jump will lose to Ultra 2. So if that's the case, then what you're pretty much going to have to do is, A, if you ever get a hit, make sure to unload every piece of meter you've got, you know, into damage, right? Or at least like get a max damage punish in any situation you can. Because it seems like you're going to have a hard time getting in on this character, so when you get a hit, just do optimal stuff, right? You're going to have to get like a max damage punish. And then once you get in, you also have to make sure you stay in. And that's something I'm not sure I'm going to be able to answer like within this session, just because I'm out of time. So my initial feeling about this matchup, it's at least 5-5 minimum, but I wouldn't be surprised later on if it's in Poison's favor. So, but it's one of those things I have to figure out like how good Akuma's pressure game, and you know when he gets in, like if he's on offense, how good is it? Because if that's good, then like I can actually say, okay, like this is probably good, like even matchup. Or if he can actually vortex the living hell out of her, you know, that's would also be possibly in his favor. But at the moment, I don't see enough that I can say it's in his favor, because I see more that's going for Poison in this matchup than I see going for Akuma. It's not like Guile, where like, you know, the minute you get Guile knocked down, you just do stuff. You know, he cannot like stop you from mixing him up on Wake Up. At least that's how it has been. And that was like, even though like Guile sort of had advantage in like the from the right ranges in the neutral game, it's still one of those things. If he just messed up once, he was probably going to get just completely destroyed. And so that's what made that matchup so horrendously bad for Guile. But I don't see the same stuff with Poison, because I think her DP is better than Guile's. That Ultra means you cannot safe jump even her DP. And I don't know, actually here let me check one last thing before I log out, right? So you can't FADC that, but what's this on block? I'm hoping it's at least -5. Okay, yeah, so it's at least punishable. So you can do something like that. Yeah, so I think the take-home message is be careful. This is going to be a trouble matchup for a while, like until we figure this thing out. Actually, let me try one last thing. Actually, yeah, that back just going to be good enough. I guarantee you can't like just demon everything. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to come back to this one. This is a tougher matchup to analyze than like the Hugo matchup. Because the answer's not so clear cut. I think this is going to be a matchup where you're going to have to constantly shift what you do. Because if you try to do one thing, I think she's got answers for it. Alright guys, well I think that's it for right now. I'm going to be uploading this up to YouTube, so if you want to watch it again later or something like that, you're welcome to. Other than that, I think that's it. So, I'll see y'all later.